Salutations, people. It's your man's D4 of Social Insecurity, the show. It's been a while since I blessed y'all with my face or my voice, but all of that's gonna change. It's 2020, right? Blame everything on 2020. That said, yeah, it's been a difficult year for a lot of people, but perseverance is key. Know that. That's the one thing I strive on. And I figure why not turn on my activity and address some issues that I normally would on the show. We're gonna start off with one thing that a lot of people really don't like to see. Grown men crying. You ever seen a grown man cry? I don't mean like shed a tear. I'm talking about sobbing, bawling, weeping. Just like how Jesus wept or whatever, yeah, weeping. Seeing a grown man cry, shit is not attractive. The most disgusting thing ever. Like, that's why it's so frowned upon for a man to cry. Think about it. From way, down here, yay high. Men are taught not to show that type of emotion. That's the main thing black men hear coming up. That's what we hear. So we're programmed to hide that emotion, which kind of, fucks us up later on in life. Like, if you really think about it, a lot of our childhood activities and interactions have an effect on our later on. That be one of them. You have men that don't know how to fully express themselves without feeling like they're gonna be viewed as weak or feminine more than masculine. You know what I'm saying? That comes from that whole thing of shunning a man for crime. The reality is, though, that's just what it is. Like, nobody wants to see a grown man cry. They just don't. In fact, women only console a man when they're crying because they don't want to look like pieces of shit for not doing so. Seriously, like, you ever think about the dialogue that's going on in a woman's head between her good and bad conscience? This is almost like something like this. She see a man crying. Girl, what do you expect us to do? I don't know, girl. I guess we ought to hug him. And tears, them grown man tears get in your clothes and it don't come out. I'm good on that, boo. For real, like, the embrace even is almost like, oh, okay, let me coddle this nigga. And women for sure don't want to do all of that shit. That's why I say they really only console a man just to not look so bad. But it is what it is. Think about this: the epic failures of men that are famous, celebrity or whatever, that have cried and it's been joked about a lot. Jordan, for example. The Jordan crying face has been so memed and ran through, and it ain't going nowhere for real. It's one of the things that will never get old, is the crying face of Michael Jordan. They got his ass. Hell, they even got him again when Kobe passed. R.I.P. to Kobe. A lot of men showed their emotional side that day. You think people really gave a fuck? Nope. They couldn't wait to joke about that shit. Straight up. Tyrese. Remember how that shit worked out for Tyrese? They still clown that nigga to this day. Ain't no wins for that shit, man. Ain't no sympathy for you, black man. Straight up. Tough that shit out. Same shit you heard when you was younger. Tough that shit out. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there should be changes. That's gonna take time. That's gonna take a lot of deprogramming and reprogramming for that to happen. Realistically. It don't come easy showing emotion as a man. For real. And think about it, that's kind of where we have it tough at as far as being a male. I'll talk about that in a whole nother segment. Something else I wanted to address real quick. New Year's resolutions. I've never really been a fan of them. I've only went along with New Year's resolutions because of the theme of the event, or either energy that I'm getting at the time, so to speak. My viewpoint is this: we all should be looking forward to making, I don't know, further out resolutions, or dealing with what's right in front of us more so. Hell, we're so quick to forecast how good the next year is going to be. We don't even know what lies ahead of us for the next day. Really don't make no sense, especially for people who believe that tomorrow isn't promised, like believing that heavy. And honestly, that's some suicidal shit to even have that mind frame. For real, I don't even like to be around people like that who be, well, tomorrow ain't promised, man, you know what I'm saying, do. That means you're gonna mismanage a whole lot of shit in your life. Money, time, energy, all of that. Just because you're so hyped up on tomorrow ain't promised. The type of people you rather want to get out your circle anyway. You want to be around people that got short-term business goals in their mental. You know what I'm saying? People who want to persevere. You know what I'm saying? Like genuinely, not just want to do it for likes and shit. That's what you want to associate yourself with. Probably why I'm losing friends too. Nonetheless, yeah, New Year's resolutions are a cliche in a nutshell. Who gives a fuck? You know why? Because you're still gonna wind up doing the same shit that you did 20 years ago when you were making New Year's resolutions. So why front? Why try to, I don't know, make face for other people and shit? Other people don't care, so ain't no point of being fake with yourself in front of others. My libations today is some reason. For no reason. Just because. Oh, something else I want to talk about. I've been checking out fragrances this year, right? Here. This is called Get Rich. Only downfall, this shit don't last. You'll have to spray this throughout the day. I've yet to go around any individual and wear this, and they say, ooh, that smells so good. I'm talking about, like, I spray it right now, and 2 hours later, I go around an individual. I'm not hearing it that, yeah, you smell so good and all that shit from this. It's a real nice fragrance. It just doesn't last. Keep up the good work though. Now this other fragrance that I've been rocking, this has been doing exactly what the title ensues. And that's been granting that ovation. Yeah. Now this brother right here, I want to say he's out of Georgia. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Hellerecta, Georgia. Ovation for men, and they have an ovation for women too. Now, one thing you notice on this bottle, it says Eau de Parfum. I'll let you know this shit gonna last. It's not saying that on this right here. It's not saying that. It's nice though, and he has a spray that helps like deodorize the scent of smoke, weed, whatever. So feel free to check him out. It's like on that level of the main people y'all like, Ralph Lauren or what's that other shit, Blue de Chanel. Like it's really upscale. That shit, you see a bottle? This little bottle costs like $85. Fragrances, that shit is key. It says something, it really enhances a man's image, how he smells. You know what I'm saying? Like a man could look attractive or whatever to a woman by the naked eye. But stuff like that matter. That's signature. Black owned, why not support? Shout out Crenshaw, Hellerecta. One of my biggest pet peeves is to ask a question for absolutely no reason. Like, that's your response when I say, why you ask? I had no reason. There's always a reason and a purpose for everything. And your body language is gonna give it away. So while your lips are telling me there's no reason for it, your body is saying something totally different. And I hate to be the type to assume, but I love to be the type that can decipher when you want bullshit and when you're not. That's one of the moments for sure. I say I hate that. Listen, you don't ask what time it is just to be asking what the fuck time it is. You either waiting on a ride, a date, a package to arrive, a show to come on, something to take place. You're waiting on an event to happen if you ask what time it is. It's just that simple. And the whole shit with even saying I for no reason, that takes away from us having moments to strengthen our communication, because our shit is weak right now. If you notice how we interact with one each other in person, social media, there's confusions and misinterpretations about expressed thoughts because we're not talking to each other more, we're not communicating and understanding the communication between each other more. Hella wreck the dark-skinned women. You all have not and do not get enough credit. I remember way back in movie school days, how that was addressed then. You know, and it's been a thing for many generations, this feud between light-skinned, dark-skinned people, men and women alike. But it's been more so between women, you know, that complexion war. And it was very well emulated in the movie school days. It was just a jigaboo, looking for something to do. Man, listen. I love dark-skinned women. Like I said, I love all women, but dark-skinned, I love y'all the most. Just because you all don't get enough recognition. So, this sip is for the darkies. Season 2 is on the way. I want you all to stay tuned, because I'll be addressing all type of stuff in the social media world and all the insecurities that come along with that. Everybody has them, myself included. I got a big head. I've been hearing that for forever. At this point in my life, I don't give a fuck. I'll crack on me before you crack on me and be done with it. Like, what else you got? So, that's where we at with it. I want to take this time to say hella wreck to a few people. Hella wreck to my man, Al Jones. I've been knowing dude for over 20 years. He's on YouTube at Al Jones TV. And he's entertaining. Y'all check him out. Hella wreck to my man, Sleep Paxwell. He's on YouTube as well. Look him up. Hella wreck to Aquamanized Podcast. And of course, hella wreck to Social Insecurity, the show. Ladies and gentlemen, season 2 is on the way. We're looking out for more of these rants and videos as we move forward in life and learn a little something from one another. You know what I mean? As I address these issues that we all have and don't necessarily want to talk about.